and fit. Yesterday, I came to you guys and I was like, well, maybe, you know what I'm saying, it's all a joke. You know, maybe it's not serious. Maybe, you know, and today, shout out to authentic alphas. Today I get a link to a video of the guy, the intruder that actually came to Fresh and Fit, the apartment, doing the podcast, and listen to his side of the story. Listen to him explain that it wasn't a joke. Now, before I get into fair use, before I play what he had to say, I want to say something real quick. It's amazing to me that when people do you wrong, they go everywhere else and talk about the situation instead of going directly to the person that was wrong. It's amazing that when someone does something bad to you, the first thing they do, instead of coming to you, they go to everybody else and talk about the situation, break it down and analyze it and who was right and who was wrong. Now, with this whole Myron character, you know, I'm coming to really not really like this guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just something about him just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Not to mention what he was saying, you know, what he says to women, acting like he wants to fight them, he wants to smoke. And here it is, you got this guy comes to your home. And now all of a sudden, all of that energy, all of that hot air is now deflated or whatever case may be. So this situation actually was a real situation. And you grab a weapon knowing full well that you had more men in there that could have, I guess, helped protect your home, I guess. But this is my issue. My issue is that I went to the Fresh and Fit podcast and they were live. They were actually live for like, I believe, like 2.5 hours or something, doing like question and answers or whatever case may be. The issue is that if you had a man just come to your home, if you had somebody just come to your home, open the door. Y'all said he kicked the door. He didn't kick the door in. He didn't have a weapon. That's in your doorway. Wouldn't you want to handle that situation first? Would you? Why are you doing the live? Good morning. Why are you Reggie? What's up? Why are you doing the live? If you haven't, I mean, I guess you gotta prioritize your life, and this is one of them ways you prioritize your life. You have somebody that comes to your home that wants to fight you based on some discrepancies and things that you've been saying and doing. You then, instead of handling that situation, you then sit down with Fresh and do over a 3-hour live stream talking about whatever else instead of handling that guy. So I guess I'm kind of confused. I'm kind of lost on, bro, what you doing? Like, that's not the way men act. That's not the way alpha males act. That's not the way men of high value act. It's not the way men act, period. And I'm hoping that men who are watching this don't think that that's the way men are supposed to act. Now, do I agree with the gentleman coming to his home? My thing about it is when you come to somebody's home, you open up the door for some serious things to happen. You open up the door for some serious things to happen. Obviously, they know each other and he didn't think he was going to take it there. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, when you go to someone's house, you pull up on someone's house, there are some serious things that can happen or whatever case may be. You know, I'm glad it didn't escalate to that point, but my thought process is, why would you be doing a live stream after that? Why won't you call him, meet him man to man, and go ahead and squash or knuckle up, whatever it is you got to do, but then you go on live stream acting like it didn't happen. Get down or lay down. Rodney said, get down and lay down. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying that a lot of these content creators, man, they have no idea of what manhood is. And then they're recording this stuff and putting it out online. And there's some impressionable knucklehead thinking that, okay, let me pull out a gun. Okay, let me ignore the problem, bruh. Myron, you are showing women and men what not to do. Fresh, you are an ornament on a tree that's not lit up, in the dark, in the garage. You're just there, brother. You are just there. You add nothing to the conversation. You're just a prop. You add nothing to the conversation. I don't even know why you're there. He might as well get a teddy bear and sit it where you sit at. And that has a remote control that just says yes, Myron. Yes, Myron. I don't get it. But these men, man, they are not showcasing any inclination of knowing what an alpha male is, knowing what a high value man is, knowing what a man is. A man don't act like that. I don't want to do a video when I got a problem that I need to be handling. You come to my home, obviously it's a problem. You ready to fight? Obviously it's a problem. I need to address that situation, but it just seems like you would rather ignore it. Let me tell you guys something. You know, as a man or as a woman, as a person, when you have a problem, face your problem. Face your problem. Face it. Handle it. It seems like Fresh and Fit, you know, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, just from an honest perspective, you know what I'm saying? It's the premise of the show, based on what the Authentic Alphas is going to explain, which is one of the guys that was called the intruder. I guess he was an intruder. The guy that went to Myron's apartment, he's going to explain the premise of the show, how his thought process behind it, and how he wanted it to be actually ran. But Myron kind of, and which I said yesterday, it seems like he was more misogynistic. He really wanted to do things to disrespect the women that were on his platform for views and for ratings, and we get all that. We get all that. But my thought process is, if you have a man that is willing to come to your home and put hands, elbows, kneecaps, and feet on you, wouldn't that be the man you would want to address? I mean, you trying to address the audience, you trying to address the aliens out of space, you trying to address the people that work at Salvation Army, the people that work at Winn-Dixie. You addressing everybody else except the person that has a grievance. You telling everybody else the story except the person you have a grievance with. And I don't understand. Is that man shit? Is that alpha male shit? Is that grown man shit? It's not. You ignoring the problem as if the problem gonna go away. Bro, he came to your house. It's just a matter of time before he catches you on the street or coming out your apartment complex. Wouldn't you want to address that first? And I don't see why the Fresh guy from Barbados or the other men that's around you not telling you, bro, we need to go ahead and handle this situation because, you know, this guy, you know, he has an issue with you. And what we don't want to do is you guys run into each other on the street and there's nowhere to run and you ain't got your gun on you. And I just think that it sends the wrong message to the public, especially to young men, on how to not handle a situation, how to avoid a situation, and how to not know how to alleviate a situation. You can't be talking shit and telling people to pull up, and then when they pull up, now you surprised, now you shocked. Let me get to some of these comments before I start playing what this guy has said. Salute to everybody in the chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, you're exactly right, Reggie. They think it's reality TV. And the fact of the matter is, someone can get seriously hurt. You know, it's like, okay, because this is what happens. What happens is Fresh and Fit, who has, I don't know how many subscribers they got, but Fresh and Fit now airs this out. Everybody sees it, right? This is what's going to happen because people are such followers and they want to emulate and they want to outdo someone else. Now somebody else is going to play, let me pull up at somebody's house. And you might not be as lucky as the guy that pulled up to Myron's house. The person the house you go to, they might shoot you. The house you go to, hey, you might get hit with a baseball bat. You might get stabbed. The situation might escalate. So, but the issue is that everybody wants to outdo someone. Well, since This guy pulled up to Myron's house. Now I'm going to pull up to the next YouTuber's house, to the next content creator's house. And it creates this ripple effect. Like, bruh, when you go to somebody's house, you need to expect some warfare. You need to, especially when you're talking about, hey, I came to fight. I came to harm you. You know what I'm saying? But Myron, to me, everybody say, well, he did the right thing. He grabbed a gun and blah, 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 blah. But my whole thing about it is, if you got your friends there, I don't see why you grabbing a gun. I don't see why you grabbing a gun. It wasn't like he had a whole bunch of people at the door, but that's one thing. But two, well, you showcased you were scared of him. You showcased you were scared of him, Myron. Let's just keep it real. If you watch the video, you showcased that you were scared. You had three guys. Myron had three other guys with him. This guy was the only one in the door talking shit, and there was another guy recording. So it's light work. There's no reason for me to get a gun. You went and grabbed a gun, and people was like, yeah, he did the right thing. Well, I mean, my thing about it is, if you can tell females to shut the hell up and get the hell out and etc., you can do the same. You can put him out. Hell, he's basically out the door anyway. But my thought process is, I don't understand why Fresh and Fit, Myron specifically, is going live. I don't understand why he's going live for 3 hours telling everybody the story, but you're not calling this man up and say, hey, let's work this grievance out. That's what men do. Let's either work this grievance. You know what's so funny? I'm gonna say something to you guys. Matter of fact, shout out to Abbott and Preach. I'm gonna say something to you guys. You invited a Canadians. Matter of fact, Myron, you talked about this man's wife. You disrespected this man, his wife, and their whole platform, the Abbott and Preach platform. That's what you did, right? You invited them from Canada to come to Miami and fight you in a boxing match. But the man that came to your house, you didn't want to box. Y'all see where I'm going with? Surviving Fresh and Fit. You invited people that are miles and hours away to fight. Yeah, we're going to have a boxing match. Yeah, we just go ahead and knock you out real quick and send you back to Canada with some bruises. Yeah, and your wife is fat too. But the man that came to your house, that you had outnumbered, you didn't want to fight. Can somebody from the Fresh and Fit podcast please answer this for me? You want to fight Canadians, but you don't want to fight Americans. You want to fight people miles away, but you don't want to fight the people inches away.
New text
please, somebody make that make sense. Somebody help me out. This is how you know that these men are online and they are acting a fool and they ain't about that life. When you think reality versus clout. If I disrespect women, I'm gonna get clout. Everybody in the manosphere, the whole red pill, they're gonna stand up and give me a standing ovation. Yeah, you showed them, Myron. But then when another man shows up, now all of a sudden Myron ain't about that life. He ain't keeping the same energy. So I'm trying to get somebody from over that side, from over the fit and fresh and fit, whatever the name is. I'm trying to get somebody to come over here and explain to me why he wouldn't have the same energy that he had for Abbott and Preach with the guy standing right in front of him. I don't get these content creators. I don't get these guys. Like, they got all of this energy and all of this smoke. Like, yeah, pull up. And then when they pull up, it's like, yeah, man, I was just doing that for YouTube, man. You know, I'm trying to get my views up. You know, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? He's standing right in front of you, Myron. He opened your front door. He playing peekaboo in your front door. You invited men that live in Canada to box, but you won't box the man standing in front of you in your house. What's the conversation about? What Fresh and Fit? What's the conversation about after that? What do you go live and tell your audience after that? And it's so funny because I was reading in the comments or whatever, and I was noticing that for some reason, nobody mentioned the fact that this man, Myron, went and grabbed a gun for this one man. But you're inviting these two men to a boxing match. So you willing to fight both of them, but you ain't willing to fight that one guy that's in front of you. You won't put him out your house. Get him out your doorway. But you got all of that smoke for females. I don't understand why no one's addressing this. That's why I'm kind of lost. Because if I'm sitting on here and I'm disrespecting females and I'm trying to promote my narrative on females, on how males are the let me be real with y'all. All these men are not what they supposed to be. Penis or not. You understand what I'm saying? They are not where they supposed to be. Financially, mentally, emotionally, they are not socially, they are not where they're supposed to be. Half can't even hold a conversation. Half can't articulate nothing. Half don't know how to fill out a job resume. Half rather shack up and live up and get people pregnant and just leave them alone. They not doing what they supposed to do. So when you listen to men like Myron, it just something about this guy. And Fresh, he just, to me, he seemed like a yes man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir, boss. Let me get to this. Tough love. This is my thought process. You've got young and immature men and women trying to have mature conversations and no voice of reason in the mix. I'm just saying they don't want wisdom from the elders. You exactly right. Nobody wants to hear what people who've already been down the road has to say. Hey, we back now. Before you get ready to walk down this road, hey, there's some things I want to hit. I want to hit. They go down the road. They hitting potholes. They getting bit. People throwing rocks at their car. They got a flat tire. Don't know how to fix it. You know, they done ran out of gas. Like, they didn't want to hear your warning. They didn't want to hear your warning. Lisa D, they didn't want to hear your warning. They didn't want to say, hey, look, listen, the road is going to split off. When it split off, go ahead and make that left. Make that left. No. They didn't want to hear it. But I'm telling you right now, it's men like Myron, because Fresh don't really talk. So you really can't put this whole narrative on Fresh, but you share the platform with Myron. So it's fish and fresh. Fit and fresh, or fresh and fit. You guys share a platform where you invite women, and then try to promote a dominance that you really don't have over women by using statistics that you really don't fall into, talking about the 1%, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Bro, you're not a part of that conversation. You're not a part of that conversation. How you handle the guy that came to your house, I could tell you're not a part of that conversation. Because me personally, I don't know men that could just roll up to another, like, let me go to your house and there's no consequences to that. And the men that I know wouldn't let that slide. We fighting, shooting something, slap boxing something. I'm throwing a package of sandwich meat, some eggs, a whole head of cabbage. You ever got hit with a cabbage before? I just said we doing something, but see, the thing about it is, if you take all of the violence out of it, the thing about it is, there was no men inside of Myron's. You talk all the time to women. You talk about your dominance over women, how men dominate women, how men think better than women, and that's cool. That's what you want to do. If they subscribe to that narrative, cool, no problem. The issue is that when you have a problem, now all of your conversational skills go out the window. You understand what I'm saying? All of the smart rhetoric that you promote upon women in a conversation to show that you are the more intelligent, you are the superhuman. Now all of a sudden, when you have a problem directly in front of you, all of your common sense goes out the window. Now, how do you know by pulling a gun on this man I mean, he came to your house, but I mean, how do you know by pulling a gun you didn't make the situation worse? How do you know you didn't make the situation worse? You standing there with a gun, escalating a situation where you already outnumber the person that's talking. How many people have seen that before? Somebody gets to fighting, right? Or somebody gets in an argument, and it's 3 people talking to one person. Three people just you know, talking at one person. It's like, you guys already outnumber that one person. Now imagine one of the people that's talking, out of the 3 people that's talking to the one person, one of them pull out a knife, one of them pull out a gun. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine that? Like, this is, to me, this is unnecessary. But what's more unnecessary is the fact that Myron did not want to handle the situation. Why not call this man directly? You obviously know him. Why ignore the situation? And that's what men don't do. Whether you are alpha male, a high value male, or just a man, period. Whatever you consider your title to be, why didn't you deal with this situation? Why are you sitting down in your apartment with Fresh, and it's like, let's go live for 3 hours and talk to everybody else about this situation? I'm gonna let this thing play. This is Authentic Alphas, which is the gentleman that came to Myron's apartment. So I'm gonna let y'all hear from him what he has to say.
That's another thing. Early in the game, the accusation was, oh my God, there's so many girls on this show, so many beautiful girls on this show. Oh, they got to be paying girls to come on. And of course, Myron was animately denying that. We don't pay girls to come on the show. Blah 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 blah.
They're players. They go on. They're cold approach.
Let me cut the bullshit. The girls were not paid to get on to go on that show. Not one female was paid to get.
You said it's blurry.
Male guests, almost all the male guests were paid to come on that show. Female guests were not paid to come on that show. Not even the Danny Banks or the Kikis. On that show. Not even the girls with 1 million followers, like Mia Francis, girls like that. They weren't paid to come on the show. Here's the thing, though. I brought them on the show,
and they
paid me to bring the girls on the show. Again, I have the receipts. I have all the fucking cash apps every time that Myron fucking paid me. So them paying the girls to come on the show, that's true and false at the same time. They paid, but they paid me.
Yeah, it was indirect.
Right, but they didn't pay the girls. But the overall point is, they didn't get the girls to come on their own accord. They didn't have any game. Now,
all the girls were sourced through.
Right. Before I even met Myron, because you have to understand, Myron and Fresh, I seek them out. Okay? I was an anime fan of the Donovan Sharp show, and that's where I came to know about this Myron Gaines, and that he lived in Miami, Brooklyn area.
It might be this area.
I thought to myself, hold on, I'm trying to get into the game. I'm trying to be a content creator.
I tell y'all what, if you guys want to hear the gentleman that came to Myron's house, it's Authentic Alphas. You can go check them out or whatever case may be. I don't want you guys looking at a blurry screen or whatever, because it's clear on my side or whatever. But I salute to all the Tough Love family. I'm hoping you guys having a phenomenal day. I'll come on later. Salute. So the picture is clear. Y'all gotta make up y'all mind. Is it clear? Y'all gotta make up y'all mind what it is now. I don't know. It might be this area. It's like some construction going on over here.
Let me try to get into the circle with these guys since they're actually local. And I ended up contacting Fresh because I knew that Fresh was all about adding value. It was all about an exchange of value and networking. So what I did was I used my artwork to get his attention. I painted a fabulous portrait of
Lisa D, powered up. I see you, Lisa D.
I didn't say anything to him. I just
it's off and on. I got you.
I got my DM. I said, nigga, this painting's for you. If you want it, I need an introduction with you. We need to talk. And I basically took it from there, and that exchange of value began. So the problem was never really with Fresh. The problem is that Myron is a sneaky, slimy, dishonest, disingenuous, you know what I'm saying, non-integrity having motherfucker. He's the furthest thing from what I would consider a stand-up dude or a Myron.
I appreciate that. It's clear now.
And that is the exact same issue that I also have.
Right.
Like, I don't really have any smoke, so to speak, for Fresh. You know, it's sad that he has to be involved in some of this.
No, it ain't sad, because Fresh makes his own decisions. He's a grown-ass man. He lets Myron tuck him around like a puppy on the beach. Yeah, that's his problem.
He's collateral damage.
This is what I wanted you guys to hear. That Fresh is collateral damage. He lets him gets towed around on a leash or whatever. First of all, never be that guy. Never be that guy just following another man around and you don't have a voice and you don't have a say so. For other men to say this about you as a man is incredibly embarrassing. It's incredibly embarrassing. It's nothing. You making men from Barbados look bad, Fresh. I'm just being real with you. You making men from Barbados look really bad for you not to have your own thought process, your own standards, your own morals, to just be following behind this Myron guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. The dude just seems like bad news. He just seems like bad news. Salute to everybody pulling up. He seems like this Myron guy seems like real bad news, and I got a chance to listen to him have some conversations with men and women, but he has this extra energy, this extra negativity when it comes to talking to women. I don't know if he has an issue with women. You know, I've seen other content creators that have issues with women, and when they're talking to women, they talk with such a disdain. They talk with such a complex. So I mean, but for some reason, when those same men that have all of this crazy energy for women, when they talk to men face to face, that energy no longer exists. I don't know.
Yes, low-key gays. Integrity issue that we both have issues with. Some together.
Authentic Alphas is the name of the person that's talking.
I do want to slide.
Check their channel out. Salute to them.
Just to be clear, there's absolutely nothing that I'm going to say that I want to say to these dudes' faces. In fact, I have some recordings that we're going to release later on in some video someday. There's nothing that you hear me say that I haven't said to these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So let's first and foremost get this clear. These motherfuckers already know. Ain't nothing shy about me. The invite has already been given more than once, and these dudes constantly are biting off more than they can chew. These some one-tooth having motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But they not always full of shit. So
you said one tooth?
Well, let me
they
say
got the consequences of this shit.
So they got one tooth.
Now let me say this, because of time, I just want to get into it, right? Which is this. So first of all, first things first. As has already been said, is that they are not the players that they portray themselves to be, monetizing off their audience. They're directly lying to their audience about a myriad amount of things.
You know what I was trying to picture the nucleus between Myron and Fresh, and the nucleus is they remind me of Derek Jackson. They remind me of Derek Jackson. One-dimensional. Hey, you know, the only thing, instead of empowering women, they try to promote a dominance that they don't have on women. Which is a facade, you know what I'm saying? Which was the whole facade of Derek Jackson, promoting women beyond belief to a point of delusion where himself inside his relationship was failing, but he was promoting women to fix a crown without reminding men to fix theirs. So yeah, between Myron and Fresh, they kind of promote this facade of delusion. So they might be flagging you. There's no reason to flag me. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not playing none of their stuff.
All of which we have direct proof of. Nothing that we're going to say today do we not have proof of. Not to mention that we were directly there. So we're extremely credible sources. We've been on their podcast multiple times, each of us, as well as behind the scenes almost all the time. Not to mention when the cameras aren't on and we're at a restaurant or a bar, whatever the case is, we've been with them there too.
Yeah. So go ahead, you look at those doors. Let me say something real quick.
So these two men, they actually know Myron, which is an alias name, and Fresh. They actually know. They've worked on the scene, and what they're going to say is they're responsible for bringing these women to the show. not Myron and not Fresh. They're responsible for helping with the direction of the show in reference to promoting the narrative, but Myron decided to take upon himself to change the narrative, having this alcohol there, trying to get these women kind of loopy or whatever the case may be to act a fool and to press their button. So that's what's driving the show, the turmoil, the nonsense. What these guys are saying, that wasn't the origination, the thought process behind the show when they came up with it. So what he says is, hey, I painted a photo or whatever the case may be. I wanted to get their attention. I painted a photo of Fresh and his dog. I posted it. So I think he posted it on the gram and he tagged Fresh. Fresh saw it. They started conversating and he was like, look, hey, I want to link up with y'all and, you know, saying work out a few things or whatever the case to be. And what he said was, I am responsible for bringing these women there. So they're not the players that they promote. They're not the alpha males that they say that they are. So my thought process is, if you're not the alpha males that you say that you are, that you're trying to portray, right? You are a fraud. You are putting on a facade. Instead of you just having a regular conversation, you try to promote this dominance as if you are the man. And the issue about that is you give a bad impression to other men that they need to talk to women like you're talking to them. And there's no reason for that. Because what's going to happen is, as you talk to women like that, the same audience that you're using, they're going to expect you to talk to men like that. And when this guy came to your house, you had no smoke. You wanted no problems with him. That is my issue with you. You seem fake.
Just funny fun fact, you know, because I like to entertain myself, the shit that goes on in my head, you know, I'm just sitting there thinking to myself. And I remember one day I was just at the damn podcast watching this shit, you know, I had all the girls up on there, like how they be and stuff. And I was just thinking in my head, because I saw Myron trying to fucking outright another one of the chicks that I brought on the podcast. He was trying to smash after the show. And then I just started like recollecting in my mind, and I'm like, time out. I can literally say without a doubt that for this month, there hasn't been a bitch that sat at this motherfucking table that I haven't brought.
Yes.
And it hasn't been a bitch in this nigga's bed that I didn't.
My email address is Mario J, J-A-Y-E, the number 1 at gmail.com.
So I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck is you charging dudes for dating advice? You over here acting like you get girls and so on and so forth. Because what I was going to say is, when I saw him on the Donovan Sharp show, he claimed that the COVID coach was his special.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why content creators put on this facade, but let me help you out. First of all, if you're getting paid for dating advice, if you're not bringing any of these women to this show, you're not bringing any of it, you or Fresh, not bringing any of it. These men are claiming that they brought all the women to this show. And when they come there, you guys are having drinks. These women are now, you know how you in the club, everybody kind of drunk, you know what I'm saying, or drinking, you know, and now they don't feel their guard is let down, and now they're kind of like talking, have this conversation. And then of course you have a man like Myron, and of course Fresh the yes man. You have a man like Myron is trying to trigger them to act a fool. So you're trying to put women in a bad light. You're trying to promote that women can't carry themselves or can't speak or can't articulate or are not intelligent. And I just think it's such a falsehood, which is the reason why you got the Tanya TKOs and the Cynthia G's. They exist because of this type of situation. You have men deliberately trying to pour fuel on a fire. If you're going to have a conversation, bro, listen, first of all, maybe you need to cut out the drinks. Maybe you just ordain it to 1 glass of wine. I have no idea, but the fact of the matter is, nobody should be inebriated. If you want a real conversation, not a real hood conversation, not a real ghetto conversation, not a real FU conversation, then have a real conversation. Have a real conversation. If you want women to come and give their perspective, their point of view, then why do they have to be drunk to do it? Why do they have to be drunk to do it? Somebody, Terrence says, TKO and G are bad news. I get you. Again, everybody's promoting the narrative. Everybody's getting paid off of the disdain between men and women. You know, how can I promote men don't like women and women don't like men? And, you know, it's sad, man. It's sad because a lot of females are picking females. When you tell women to divest, especially black women divest from black men. Well, do those same black women divest from their sons? Do they divest from their brothers, divest from their uncles and fathers? You got to be very careful with the message that you promote when you're sending it out there. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think Cynthia G, I think Tanya TKO, I think Fresh and Fit, there are a lot of content creators that I think that are irresponsible and not balanced with their message and one-dimensional. But they're getting paid off of it, and there are people out there that are bitter, hurt, and vindictive, and they're saying, I need someone to help ordain my bitterness, my vindictiveness, my hatred for men, because some jackass hurt me at some point in my life. Hell, they just hurt me, and I need somebody to help me play victim, somebody to help me deflect, somebody to say they're the problem and not me. Derek Jackson did that perfectly. If I'm gonna tell a woman to fix her crown, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say, baby girl, fix your crown, but don't forget that man that you with. Tell him to fix his crown too. While I'm trying to give you my philosophy and my narrative and push my rhetoric and you donate to me, I'm gonna also say, well, listen, let me say, you can do it alone, but you don't have to do it alone. You see what I'm saying? Evaluate yourself. Do a self-evaluation. It might be you that's the problem. That's what Derek Jackson might not say. Tanya TKO and Cynthia G and the rest of these knucklehead relationship gurus or relationship bandits, they're not going to tell you the problem might be you, baby girl. It might be you, baby boy. It might be y'all. But everybody's trying to make a buck. So the only thing I'm going to tell you is things that's going to stroke your ego. The only thing I'm going to tell you is you're right and everybody else is wrong. Well, you've been in 16 relationships in the last 30 days. Maybe it's your fault. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. You got the same problem in every relationship. They done called you selfish. Huh? They done called you self-centered, irresponsible, lazy. Maybe it's you. Let's get back to this video. Make sure my phone ain't getting out. I feel like
And that's what stood out to me. I said, oh shit, I can relate to this dude because the cold approach is my motherfucking specialty since I was 14. You heard? So I was like, okay, we look like we cut from the same cloth. Absolutely not. This motherfucker is knockoff. This is authentic right here, right? So I'm just looking at it. I'm over here looking like, damn, every time I come over here and there's another bitch rolling about the bed, I'm like, you? What the fuck is you doing over here? You know what I'm saying? That's the bitch that I went and got, you know what I'm saying, to go out to the podcast. And then he later leveraged her, wined and dined her, bought her some goddamn sushis or whatever the fuck these niggas do to get these bitches back to their bed. But I just thought to myself, damn, dog, if I'm supplying all the chicks on your damn show, I'm supplying all the motherfuckers.
They are relationship gurus, not in a relationship. You're exactly right.
Because, you know what I'm saying? I might as well be your dating coach. You know what I'm saying? I might as well be your motherfucking planner. Because I'm over here putting your dick in more pussy than my own dick. You know what I'm saying? I got a girl, nigga. I'm trying to do the faithful thing. And you over here rolling around with a different bitch every other day off of my accord. You understand what I'm saying? So I find that interesting that you guys are paying this motherfucker for dating advice and he can't even get himself laid.
So first thing is, as I said before, paying for girls to be there. Paying him directly and also having business dealings with me so that way we can both source and facilitate the girls. We even have videos, which I think a couple on YouTube of us actually out and about in field. Hold on.
So what these men are alleging is that they are supplying women for the show. And the host of the show are sleeping with these women. That's what they're alleging right now. Fair use.
just to let you guys know how me and RJ even met. Me and RJ met because I was bringing the girls on the podcast, and the entire time I'm working away to push this thing, to get these guys off the ground, to get these guys established, and get the engine fucking going. Myron, meanwhile, is constantly and consistently trying to find a way to edge me out and not need me. He's
so
trying
to pit us against
right. He's trying to find other people that could source girls so that he wouldn't have to rely on me. Because he didn't like the fact that he couldn't like control me. He couldn't talk down to me like how he treats Fresh, how he treats fucking Chris, fucking Troy. So, and yeah, I call these motherfuckers out. I don't give a fuck because I'm the truth. I don't have no problem with none of those guys. It's all good. The only problem I have with them is that they don't make their own decisions. They follow, they follow the wrong motherfucker, bro. Myron's not a motherfucking leader. Now, here's the thing. Let me ask you guys a question.
MTGV TV2.
How many guys do you know that stutter? Just percentage-wise, out of 10 guys, how many of those guys would stutter? I could find 10 guys like this, and not one of them would stutter.
Stutter?
How the fuck is it that Myron finds himself around 3 guys that stutter? A team of 4 and 3 of them stutter. The point I'm making is that that's not a coincidence.
A team of 4 and 3 of them stutter. Shots fired. Bumcock. Bruh. Myron, come on, man. A team of 4 and 3 of y'all stutter. No wonder Fresh don't say nothing. No wonder Fresh don't say nothing. Come on, man. Is Myron the only one that can talk? What school did you go to? Huh? How all y'all stutter? I know these females are coming over there. They just like, why everybody stuttering? That's why y'all try to get them. That's why y'all make sure y'all got some alcohol. Take one more sip, cause cause I'm about to stuttering. Like, welcome to Fresh and Fit podcast. I'm like, hey, this is crazy. It was a 4 and 3 stutter. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Myron is an expert at preying on insecurity. He's an expert at finding people that are
oh my God,
that are skillful but lack the confidence to get.
I'm trying to stay in the shade, man, so my phone will get hot.
And those are the people that he can exploit. And that's why this motherfucker couldn't stand me. Because number one, I'm everything he claims to be. You understand what I'm saying? This motherfucker acts like he's fit. I'm a professional fucking athlete. I actually get people in shape. You get what I'm saying? All my motherfucking competitors fucking place.
How would you know
what
now?
I'm saying? In the first fucking call outs.
It's okay.
Right? But he's over here selling people the same redundant fucking meal plans that aren't even personalized for them, and they're getting 0 results, but he's charging them the premium, right? He acts like he's a player and he gets girls. When he met me, I was living with 2 women. I had 2 sister wives. Right? This motherfucker, I can't even verify he's ever had a threesome. You understand?
What's a sister wife? What's a sister wife? No, seriously. Authentic alphas. What is a sister wife? I gotta Google that. Somebody tell me what a sister wife is. Are those living wives, or they're sisters and they wives? A sister wife. I don't know what a sister wife is. I know somebody in the chat room know now. Y'all trying to hold out. Tough Love want to find out now. What's a sister wife? I need to know these things. Very important. It's very important I find out this stuff now. It is very important. Somebody email me. Salute, Keisha, I see you. Rodney, am I still blurry, man? I'm trying to stay in the shade, y'all. That's why my phone is acting up as well. It get hot, you know what I'm saying? Baby mama and a side chick. Is that what it is? Ladies that are married to the same man. Is that what it is? Y'all playing. Or a wife and a side chick. Maybe a wife and a side chick. Just a poly relationship with 2 women. He's calling them wives. Okay, that sound okay. There we go. I think that's probably it. Yeah, that's probably it. Maybe it's it. Yeah, maybe that's it. Good job. Good job. You did a good job. Tough Love family, y'all smart. Y'all smart out here.
In short, to summarize all of that is first things first, that all the girls that you see on their podcast,
I appreciate it, Rodney.
Months on months directly came from us. They tried to do.
Listen, let me just say this. I don't want y'all sitting looking at a blurry screen, so I'm trying to adjust it so that my phone don't get too hot or whatever case may be. You know what I'm saying? But if it's really acting up or whatever, then I'll just, you know what I'm saying, let you guys go and listen to the rest of it by yourself. But I'm trying to give y'all a little backstory because I think it's surviving fresh and fit. This ain't how alpha males act. This ain't how men act, high value men. This is not how they carry on. And I wanted to give you backstory with men who actually knew these men. I believe Fresh is a yes man. I believe Myron is a jackass. That's just me. That's just me. You don't treat women one way and then try to I'm a high side and I'm a do this whole thing of dominance and disrespect to you, and then when the guy come to your house, all right, man, go ahead and leave, man. Go ahead now. Go ahead now. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing. I don't think he playing. I think he's serious. I think he's serious. I think he in your refrigerator. He about to make some eggs, bro. Y'all seen Baby Boy when he was when the guy was in the kitchen cooking eggs butt naked with the apron on. I think it was just butt naked. And Baby Boy was like, that's how Myron's face was when old boy came in the house. He's like, Myron, you let this man walk in your house and you ain't put no hands on him? Come on, bro. I don't want to hear you talking crazy to no more women, bro. 0 women. 0. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You just let this man come in your house with COVID-19 and just stand in your doorway, just like, take this. Take all of this 1-9. He rubbing your walls and your doorknobs. He ringing the doorbell. Myron like, come on, man, bro. Go ahead, man. Give me my ball back, bro, so I can go home. Give me my ball, man. The light get ready. The street lights get ready. Come on, give me my ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? Myron, that dude that didn't get picked. He was like, oh, yo, let me in the game, bro. Come on, let me in the game. They like, nah. Give me the dude in the wheelchair. Let me get the dude in the wheelchair. I don't want you, bro. I don't want you. I'm telling you, Myron, man, bro. You going, hey, hold on. Hey, look, let's just get this out the way. Don't invite me to box, Myron. Until you go deal with this man, don't worry about Abbott and Preach. Don't worry about this guy. Don't worry about nobody else. Okay, until you deal with this man, the dude that was in your house with the Timbs on. He came to stomp roaches in your house. Kurt Franklin, stomp! G.O.D.'s you with me? Bum clock. Rasta boy. On the river. You better call Sha'Carri Richardson so she can run and just smack him real quick and just run away. I think she probably will win that race. She will not come in 9th place on that. Smack him and just haul ass. This is for America. He take that goddamn Tim and throw it at her ass. I'll kill you. You better hope the guy that came to Myron house he don't know one of them Jamaican chicks. Go get her, please. Go get her and bring her back. Go get that girl and come here, girl. Where you going? For real. You thought you was fast? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Us against each other. This is the type of person that he is. You know, we're showing context of that. Even though we were supposedly team members and on the team, they told us
but tell them how he was trying to like pay you, make a deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Without telling me, so that you go source the girls, and then he was trying to see that if you could provide the girls, then he could cut me off, and then he realized, nah, that's not gonna work. I need both of them. And the point is that we decided to work together. Once we found out what was going on, I'm saying, oh, this is what he's telling you? Like, this is my brother. I'm Jamaican, he's Jamaican. I would rather work with him than work against him, is what I'm saying.
And first of all, I've met everyone there. I have no problems or grievances with anyone except for Myron and his integrity, okay? And the others, I could say that they're just, followers, not leaders, because many lies have directly been told about us, and instead of them speaking up about it, they just kind of go along with the flow.
So here's the thing: if you guys watch that Fresh and Fit video, when I forgot his name, I forgot the dude name. That's because there's 2 guys that's talking right now, but I forgot their names. But it's Authentic Alphas. That's the name of their channel. You guys go check them out, subscribe, let them know I sent you, Tough Love sent you, whatever. But these are the 2 gentlemen that are talking about the Fresh and Fit podcast or whatever. And I appreciate the insight because you know how you look at something and you say something seems off, something seems odd. And then when someone comes and gives you a backstory, you say, okay, that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? I don't think Myron is a sincere person. I don't think that Fresh is an alpha male. Like there's nothing alpha about him. But this shows me that whole beta male analogy, because you're telling me that you got 4 males inside your house, Myron, including you, 4 males, and this one guy comes to your home and none of y'all how these men responded was everybody grabbed their phone, not to call the police but to record. Now, as you're letting that marinate, I want you to listen to what he just said. It's a bunch of beta males around. Well, they all beta males, but it's a bunch of beta males with Myron, which I could understand, because I can't imagine me being at home with 3 more of my partners and a guy come to my door and we all just standing there looking like, you gonna do something? Man, I don't know, man. I did something last time. Yeah. Dude, that was in 8th grade. You gonna do something now? He's standing right there. The dude with the dreads. The dude with the Timbs. The cutoff shorts. Myron, is somebody gonna do something? Who gonna do something? Get the girls. Tell the girls to come out here and do something. Women rights. Equal opportunity. Myron's scared to death. Let me go get my gun.
You're scared or whatever to lose with
Call this deadbeat. Bro, call this dead weight.
Listen,
No doubt.
We had zero intentions of exposing them, but because of how much shit has been going on, especially with the most recent events, we just literally gotta let some of this stuff out, and there's way more. So that's the first thing. Next thing is that he is directly paying for the girls to be there. He might not be paying the girls, but he's directly making business dealings with us to get the girls there. Even though he portrays that the only girls that he even tries to smash are the most busted.
Okay, so I'm gonna let more of it play, but here's my thought process. You gentlemen have to be very careful. If men are paying you to provide a service, and that service is to get girls there, regardless if they working girls, college girls, regular girls, whatever the case may be, and something happens to those girls, if they say they drugged, if they say they raped, whatever the case may be, okay, you can be held liable. You can be held liable. So I'm really hoping, which was crazy, because the guy that was the intruder, the dude with the dreads, he even said there was some alleged rape allegations. So here's the thing. If you orchestrated that girl to be there and something happened when that girl came there, you may be held liable. So you guys have to watch that. You know how your homeboy be like, yo, hey, bring some girls and yada, yada, yada. And your homeboy decide, okay, well, I'm going to spike their drink, or I'm going to do something or whatever. Okay, bro, y'all got to watch that. Make sure that you're hanging around some people that have a high level of integrity. Just saying.
From the podcast that directly came from us.
Yeah, and they don't give him the pussy. He holds a grudge, holds resentment. There was one chick that didn't want to give this motherfucker the butt. He got upset. He told me, bring the girl back on the podcast, which kind of threw me off. I'm like, why you want to have her back on? But like, all right, cool. I'll schedule her back in, because I like to keep the girls fresh. I tell the girls, listen, it has to be at least a week before you come back on. And when you do come back on, you need to bring me another girl. You need to send me another girl to come on until you come back on. Like, basically, I'll make the girls buy their way back on the show by sending me another good-looking girl that was willing to come on the show. And good-looking is a prerequisite. Because
these dudes was pimping. Fresh and fit. I'm going to say fresh and pimp. I'm telling you, man, y'all was pimping. Hey, look, in order for you to come back, you got to bring me another girl now. You got to bring me another girl, okay? If you want to come back, I'm going to give you a week to find another girl. If you don't bring another girl back, you can't come back. So bring another girl, okay? You understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? You understand? You don't understand what you don't understand about it. A week. You got a week, okay? Bring the girl out. God damn. Girls, I need another girl. I need another girl. At 7-Eleven. Excuse me. I know you're drinking a Slurpee and shit, but I'm going on this podcast. Do you want to come with me? I need another girl. They told me I need another girl. Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. Says these men. This is feminine energy all the way. You know what's so crazy about it, right? Is that I don't know if I even would want to be involved with bringing girls to a situation I didn't control. Like I don't know if I would feel comfortable bringing females or telling females you gotta go get a friend, and then when y'all come over here, I don't have any control of what might happen to you. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would want to be a part of that. I don't know.
Motherfuckers have a lot of fat girls on the show since I've been gone. They have a lot of skinny malnutrition bitches on the show. Look like they need an insure. Look like they need a goddamn transfusion. They're repeating the same goddamn girls on. I seen one bitch like she's missing a tooth. Like, listen, this shit is fucking terrible. And I didn't expect that. I thought that he was in a position that he could do the shit without me. Motherfucker, you're failing. You're looking terrible out there. But you look like you need a fucking coat in the winter.
So not only have they lied on us and tried to pit us against each other and do all this snake stuff, but they also have been lying to their audience. And at the end of the day, that's the second biggest thing that I care about.
That's the first fucking thing.
It's getting the first thing for me is lying on me. The second thing is lying to the audience. But they're both
niggas lie every day.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though.
It's a bad idea waiting to happen.
They've been lying to their audience about so many things, including scamming y'all. And we have
the blind leading the blind. It's crazy. The levels of disrespect to these women.
Myron directly.
Here's the thing, man. I don't know if it's disrespect to women. I think the whole thing about it is you have to be mindful that people are out here seeking attention, and they are willing to sell themselves, sell their ideas, sell their time, sell their energy, sell their effort, sell their secrets. They're willing to put themselves in harm's way to be seen. To be seen. I mean, it's probably right. It's probably good that you bring your friends. So maybe one of y'all, hey, you the DD tonight. You know what I'm saying? You don't drink. So that way you can kind of monitor what's going on or whatever case may be. I don't know. But I think the thirst for attention, the thirst to be a part, the thirst to be on camera, I think that supersedes anything. What they're doing is they're providing a platform. You going on that platform, and the prerequisite is you have to bring a girl, or you have to bring girls. I don't know. And then you're supplying these women alcohol, and then for the most part, based on what these guys saying, allegedly, it's provide them alcohol, let them stay on the show, and then try to sleep with them. Is it true or not? I don't know. I have no idea.
Has no original ideas. I didn't believe this until it actually happened to me, but he actually steals from many people within the manosphere their ideas or thoughts or whatever. Sometimes he repackages it, and other times he directly just says, for example, that whole thing that he's been using for the past few weeks or months or whatever about, women thinking in possibilities instead of probabilities. Well, if you look at one of the last times that I was on the actual podcast, I directly said that, and he even repeated, that's really good. And then from that day forward has been using it. And if you guys need direct proof or evidence or what have you, of all the different things like that, we have everything.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. I think that it's fine that if you're taking information from other places.
What's up, Brittany?
If you make it your own, but not when you direct.
Right. I mean, listen.
Utilize it and then you say it as though it's your own without crediting your source.
Listen, each one teach one, and then we all could learn, right? And these platforms should be educational first and foremost, because at the end of the day, the reason why we need these spaces is because ain't nobody out here for men. There's really nobody that's really out here trying to support men and help men and give them that type of guidance.
So let me say this. This goes to the manosphere, this goes to the red pill content creators, and this goes to just the individuals like myself, or kind of like as a man that kind of, you know, throws their message out or pushes their narrative. Learn to balance your message. Your message cannot have a scent of hatred, cannot have a scent of discontentment. There is a way to empower men without devaluing women. There's a way to send a message and say, bro, it's okay to put that tie on. It's okay to put on slacks. It's okay to groom. It's okay to be a man. It's okay to be a provider. It's okay to be a protector. It's okay to be a role model. There's a way to have a conversation without saying, well, let's just point the finger at these women. And what's happening in a lot of these spaces is the only way to empower men is to devalue women, to disrespect women. And that's what I seen that Myron guy do. It seems like the only way that he feels empowered is by saying F you to women, is by saying that he is the better person in the room because he's a male and because you have a penis. Well, I have a penis too. You know what I mean? And looking at you talk to that woman like that, my thought process is, if that was my daughter, I'd probably punch you in your face. If you were disrespecting my daughter like that, and if the goal was, it was a planned disrespect, that's even worse. But the fact that you can't sit down as a male, high value, alpha male, or as a man and just have a conversation with women without saying, well, I have to disrespect you in order for me to feel like a king, in order for me to feel empowered. There's something wrong with that. And that's why this whole red pill and the manosphere, whatever, there are some things that I hear from time to time. It sounds good. It's spot on. But there's a lot of guys who have low self-esteem, who are jealous of women, who are probably low-key gay, who can't get the women that they want, and they all kind of gather and huddle, you know, in the manosphere and in the red pill sector, and they cheer for women getting bashed. They applaud it. They promote it. If you want to wear weave and eyelashes and long fingernails and makeup and twerk, that's on you. I'm not married to you. If that's what you want to do you, boo-boo. But if we're dating, you see what I'm saying? I'm going to go find somebody that's for me and I for her. I'm not going to go find someone that I have an issue with or concern with. The issue is that a lot of these men that have such issues with women and what they do, they can't get those type of women. They can't get the Instagram models. They can't get the women with long weave to their butt and eyelashes and fingers. They can't get those. Those women are not attracted to them. So they all gather up in a huddle and say, man, forget them, man. Yeah, forget them, bro. I'm just saying, man, hopefully it makes sense to you guys. I got to get up out of here, man. If you want to hear the rest of Authentic Alphas, go to their YouTube page, subscribe, let them know Tough Love sent you. And I would love for them to pull up, man, so we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? They all sound like narcissists. There is a great deal of narcissism, both on the woman side and on the male side. You have to be smart enough to take what you can use to better you. There are a lot of vindictive men, just like there's a lot of vindictive women. It's on both sides. So when you have somebody down the middle and say, we need to promote a balanced message because we don't know how our message is going to affect someone's relationship, someone from committing suicide, someone from hey, this is it, I'm about to go shoot up the mall. We don't know what's going to happen when you hear our message. So you got to make sure that it's balanced. Can you imagine me listening to some red pill or the manosphere and someone telling me all of these women are bad for the world? We need to divest. And I get in my mind, oh, I need to get rid of these women then. And vice versa. And vice versa. Women telling, oh yeah, girl, y'all need to just start locking these men up that don't pay child support. So now you got a bunch of men going to jail over child support. Then you leave these kids, you know what I'm saying, with these single mothers who now say, well, shit, I gotta go work 3 jobs. I ain't got time to be home with this girl. I ain't got time to be home with this boy. And then here comes Jack the molester. It's a ripple effect. Your message has to be balanced. Your message has to be balanced. And if it's not balanced, it is my job as a man, it is my job as an onlooker, as a spectator, to tell you it's not balanced. I told Derek Jackson, your message is not balanced. It's not. It's one-dimensional. I told a lot of other content creators, your message is not balanced. It's one-dimensional. Forget what you're doing for the black community. Forget what you... Half of them don't care about the black community, right? They're not worried about, okay, cool. What are you doing with yourself? If you live a positive life, if you are a positive individual, if you are someone with integrity, if you're someone with a moral compass that points the right way most of the time, you're not going to want to be out here saying how bad women are, how bad men are, how bad the community is, because you're going to be doing your best to try to make things right in your circle, the things that you can affect, your small world, your small area, your street, your block, your avenue, whatever it is, you're going to be doing what you can. I'm sitting on my beard. The fact of the matter is, man, I'm hoping that you guys take something from this message. I'm hoping that it inspires you, it ignites you, and it lets you know that you can sit down, get information, and it's not who to hate and why to hate them. Let's analyze it. Let's break it down. But we also got to build it up. I hope that Fresh and Fit, I hope that they listen to this message. Hey, I'll replay it. But I'm hoping that you understand that what you're doing and what you're showcasing, it has to be done better. Has to be done better. If you're going to have a conversation with women, that is a special moment. And the reason why it's special is because we have so many things dividing us. If you're bringing women together from all nationalities, all walks of life, all different education levels, and all different life experiences, if they're sitting down, maybe you guys can promote some solutions. Forget pissing them off, forget getting them drunk. Maybe you guys can promote some solutions, a starting point, because that's really what it is. And what it really is us sitting down and listening to one another and providing feedback. Fresh and Fit, you're missing a mark and you're missing out on special moments. We are having special moments over here on Tough Love. There are plenty men, there are plenty women, and of course, the moderator, the quarterback. What am I pushing out? What do I want you guys to give feedback for? I don't have to bash someone for 3 hours in order to make myself feel empowered. Are you empowered in real life? Are you someone in real life? Because a lot of these content creators, they jump online and they pretend to be someone that they're not. And what happens is, as they continue to talk, the truth continues to pour out. Myron, if you're not a player and you don't get girls like that, Fresh, if you're not a player and you don't get girls like that, if you're not alpha men, if you're not high value men, stop pretending. Be you. Be you. If what these guys, the authentic alphas, are saying is true, I'm telling you right now, it is okay to be you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mario J. This is Tough Love. Until next time, adult up. Peace.